What's going on, guys? It's your boy Marky Boy here. Today's gonna be a little bit of a different video. I kind of wanted to be transparent. If anyone wants to join my journey on this YouTube grind of mine, I wanted to be a little bit more vulnerable with you guys and kind of just explain what I've been feeling for a long time. I genuinely really didn't want to make this video, but I've lost a lot of friends to depression and suicide, and yet no one talks about it. And that's why, in a way, I may get laughed at, I may get looked at differently. People might be like, man, he's weak, he's this, and it's okay as long as I can spread some kind of a message to the ones that need to see this. Because if you're seeing this and you feel this, I'm sorry. Like, I can relate. Like, look at me. I'm in the worst position of my life, but here I am another day. Here I am another day fighting because, to be honest, I think the only reason I'm here is I don't want to hurt my mom, bro. I don't. I I could only imagine. Oh, sorry. And they didn't know the demons I faced every single day. And kind of like what I was saying, you can't be vulnerable. It seems like, like you can't, because I was raised to be a man and be strong. And so when you're battling these demons, you don't want anyone to see that side of you. You don't want anyone to see that weakness. But how do I explain that I don't want to be alive anymore? How do I tell my mom, hey, I don't want to be alive anymore, but I don't want to commit and hurt you? The last thing I want to do is hurt anyone. I just don't want to be alive. Like, the last thing I want to do is keep that conscious of, I'm taking my life, but I'm also going to hurt others in the process. I hate to sound selfish, but it got so bad that I was like, you know what? They can call me selfish. I don't care. Call me selfish, call me whatever you want to call me, but I want to take my life. I don't want to do this anymore. And from the outside, you think, well, why would he want to? He has a roof over his head. He has loving parents. He has siblings. He has people that love him. But they don't know what I was facing inside. They don't know the demons I was fighting every single day. And it's been, since I was 17. I'm 25 now. And the main thing and the biggest thing was I didn't want to hurt anyone. I hated myself, but in that conscious of mine was, Mark, you're going to hurt these people. You're going to hurt your mom. You're going to hurt your brothers, your sisters, your stepdad. You're going to hurt people if you take your life. When I was 17, it got so bad that all of that was like a blur. Like, all of that was in the deep back of my head. Like, I didn't even think of it. I was like, I'm suffering. I'm going to take my life. I can't do this. Since then, I've been battling depression really bad, and this year alone has destroyed me, if I'm being honest. I'm gonna be vulnerable with you that as a man, I feel so alone. And I don't think I've ever felt this alone in my life until this year. Like, this year hit, I lost everything. If I'm being vulnerable with you guys, I want you guys to see the good, the bad, the ugly. I want you to see everything. It's taking a lot of courage out of me and bravery for me to even post this. And I know I'm going to get hate. I know people are going to make fun of me, like, oh man, wow, he has depression. And cool, man, like, I don't care. One thing that anyone watching this takes from this video is you're not alone. Even though right now I feel like I'm all alone. I have no one. Like, I have no one, bro. Like, that's what I feel. Um, I'm currently homeless, living in my car, as you can see from, I got my fan blowing right now. It's really hot in my car. But it wasn't always this way. And no matter what I had, because I used to have my own place. I had my own place for 2 years. I had a good job for 2 years. I had friends, family, like you want to talk about. I had a nice car. I had everything you could think of, and I still wanted to die every day. And it's hard because, as a man, and I know the fellow men watching this video, I know you could relate. You know, us men, like, we feel like our voices aren't heard enough. Like, we feel like, especially in today's world, it's gone so bad. It's gone so bad. Like, it doesn't matter what it is. We're just not appreciated anymore. Say I open up and I finally cry for help, and I tell a woman, or I tell I'm scared they're gonna judge me. I'm scared they're gonna make fun of me. I'm scared they're gonna look at me of like I'm less of a man, and so I never do it. I bottle it up. I bottle it up and bottle it up and bottle it up until I explode, and I just have a panic attack. I start crying. I lose myself. This year alone, I've lost myself. I don't even recognize myself. I look in the mirror and I'm like, man, who are you? Like, I don't even know who I am. I hate that I feel this way, but it's also like I kind of can't control my emotions, and it's okay to feel. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to be depressed. It's okay. We're human. It doesn't matter who you are. We're all human, and we all have emotions. And I'm not gonna lie to you, like from human being to human being, like it takes everything out of me to not commit. It takes everything out of me to not just, you know what, I'm done. I'm done. I've been struggling and suffering, it seems like this year alone, I have been suffering. And when I tell you, like, there's not a day that goes by that I don't think of taking my life. And I hate to admit that. I hate to be vulnerable and tell you guys this because it should never be said, to be honest. But, Men's Mental Health Month was last month, and I feel like no one spoke about it. No one. I can only imagine, like, my mom, my mom receiving a phone call that I took my life. And she may see it as a selfish way. She may see it like, why would you take your life? You're so selfish. You knew people cared for you, and yet you decided to hurt someone else. Thing is, she doesn't know like what I was facing. And as a man, I can't just blatantly admit, hey mom, I'm struggling. Mom, I don't want to be alive, mom. I don't want to do this. For me to wake up in the morning and find a reason to continue this, question myself every day. I try praying to God. I pray like, Jesus, I can't fight this pain. Like, whatever this is, I can't do this, God. Like, I'm not your strongest soldier. I'm a human. I'm a human being, and this is too much. Like, the world is on my shoulders and I can't fight it. I can't. Like, I can't. I'm drowning. I feel like I'm drowning. Know me if you know that, like, um I guess you know me on a personal level, or you just talked to me before, and you know me in some kind of way. You know that, like, the reason I'm always out, and I admit that. Um you kind of have to put two and two together. I'm out so much because I'm trying to avoid myself. I'm trying to drown out these demons that are always in my head, telling me to just take my life. I drink, I smoke, I party, not because I genuinely like it. I never did that. I have never smoked, I've never drank. That's just not me. I don't like to do those things. I've never liked to do those things. Raised differently, I was highly against it growing up, and the only reason I ever got into it was because of depression. I'll tell you one thing, it doesn't fix it. It just numbs you for the time being while you're damaging your body, and then once you sober up or whatever happens, it ruins you even worse. So low you feel like, well, why would I do this to myself? Why would I drink? Why would I smoke? Why would I go to the club and hook up with random girls? For what? The cycle repeats, and I do it every week or every other week, and here I am, spending all this money on stupid alcohol and smoking and participating in these horrible things. The thing that I battle with the most was comparing my life to other people's lives. And it's not jealousy, it's not like that. And I get it. Comparison is a thief of joy. That way too many times. I understand, trust me. But when you're someone that has struggled basically their entire life, financially, mentally, everything, spiritually, physically, like, I have struggled so badly in this life to where I'm surprised I'm even here. Like saying that because it's sad. It's very sad. I never expected my life to get to this point, but this isn't a video about sympathy. And so much worse this year because I hit rock bottom. I lost everything. I lost my nice car. I lost my apartment. I lost my good job, all because I got injured and shit happened. Honest, it breaks my heart that it happened because I did like my lifestyle. I liked the comfortability that I had. I had a roof over my head, Now I sleep in this uncomfortable car that's extremely hot. Like even right now, the fan, I don't know if you could hear it, but it's blowing like crazy. I think it's on its highest setting. It's insanely hot in this car, but I manage because I don't want to commit. I don't want to take my life and then hurt my mom. Like I don't want to hurt anyone. Like I just can't. I'd rather suffer 1,000 years, suffer and suffer and suffer, and I mean suffer, to do that to my mom. Like I could never do that to my mom. I'd suffer and suffer, but to knowingly do it to my mom, like commit myself and take my life, knowing in the back of my head she's gonna cry, she's gonna lose herself, and I don't want to do that to my mom, bro. It gets to a point where it's like, how come I'm looked at as I'm selfish when I've been battling this for so long, bro? You have no idea. Person that was happy and jolly and smiling and making jokes, but deep down, I hated my life. Deep down, I didn't want to be here. Deep down, it was a facade. It was a mask over who I was. I just never wanted anyone to know this side of me. I didn't want anyone to know my weaknesses until it became so bad. I was screaming for help and no one heard me. Screaming, bro, like screaming. And I felt like, dang, how can no one see this? I'm dying, bro. Like, how can no one see how badly I'm suffering? It became so bad, like I told you, to where I couldn't handle it anymore. I'm a human. I tried to take my life 2017. And as I attempted, and obviously I'm still here, so it didn't work out, and I'm trying to see the better of it. I'm trying to be grateful that I'm still here, because I like to see it that I guess God has a purpose for me. As a person that tried to commit and almost succeeded, excuse me, dying in the hospital, I realized, man, like I don't want to feel this anymore, and going through something like that, you start to see who's actually really there for you and your real friends and your real family and the ones that actually care for you. Um, and I got to see and meet a lot of people in that mental hospital and connect with a lot of people and lost a lot of friends to suicide. I wanted to make this video because I want to be vulnerable with anyone that's watching this, anyone that wants to subscribe and follow this journey. Just know, um, even though I'm currently facing this, and you may be facing this, whoever's watching this, I know it'll get better, and that's why I'm still here. Because if I didn't think it'd get better, I would have already took my life a long time ago. But it doesn't mean I'm not facing this depression. I've always had a hard time communicating with people. I've always had a hard time holding a conversation. I've always been a shy guy. I've always been an insecure man. Um, I grew up without a father. My real dad left. He was a deadbeat. And I was raised by my stepdad. And as a young boy growing up, just trying to become a man, I had a hard time accepting my stepfather, and it was hard for me. It's like, well, why do I have a stepdad? Why do I, you know what I mean? And it really fucked me up growing up, not having, I guess, a dad, you know, and it fucked me up so bad mentally. I would always get into arguments with my stepdad, almost fought him. And looking back on it, I regret it so badly. And it was never his fault. He was just trying to be a father. He was trying to step up, and nothing but respect and love for him. Growing older, I wish I never did those things and acted the way I did towards him. It wasn't his fault. If anything, I was grateful he was my hero in disguise, because he didn't have to do that. It was me and my brother, and he stood up for both of us and became our father. But I didn't really see it like that when I was a kid. Having that male figure that I wanted to be like my father. I wanted a father, so badly. I wanted a dad, stepfather, and I was jealous, and I was this, and I was that. I had to, like, dude, it's so hot, dude. It's so hot in this car right now. Oh man, let's continue the video. Whoever's watching this, I love you. Um, don't feel sympathy for me, please. I just want to spread a message while also being vulnerable and explaining my depression with you guys. And I know it'll get better. I try to look for it to get better. I try to look at the positive, and my mom always taught me that even if you feel like you have nothing, just start looking at what you do have. Grateful for what you do have, and I may not have a house. I have I have this car, and that's a roof over my head. I could be on the streets. I may not have money, but at least I have food in my stomach. I may not have the nicest clothes and the nice car and an apartment. I may not have a house. As guys, um, you're not alone. Whoever's watching this, I love you. Stay strong. And I know this isn't a video that you guys probably expected. I didn't want to be vulnerable this way, but it's gotten so bad to where I want people to see, you know. You can't just always see the good and expect everything's amazing, but I'm gonna be one of those YouTubers that shows you the true side of life and the hardships and the struggle. Back on this and be like, man, I was homeless, living in my car, and I felt the lowest of the low. I hated my life. I wanted to take my life every single day, but here I am. I stayed strong, and now I have this. I have that. I have this is just a temporary spot. And yes, I'm depressed. Yes, I fight this every day.
Well, I don't want to keep yapping and keep talking, but if you made it to this end of this video and you're facing something similar, you're going through depression, anxiety, stress, you're feeling sad, I just want you to know you're not alone. And I know you hear that a lot. I hear it as well. I'm still going through my battles. I fight my demons every day, and I am depressed. And I just want you to know it's okay. It's okay to feel this. And it's okay to reach out. It's okay to talk to someone. And even though I feel, part of me feels like, you know, it's hard for me to be vulnerable, and it's hard for me to tell someone that, hey, I need help, I promise, guys, it will get better. If you stay to the end of this video, I love you, and just know you're not alone. Peace.